Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of FC. I'm so happy to be back and I'm very sorry for the short notice because I suddenly decided to do it and it's a Premier League Game Week 3 preview with the Game Week starting tomorrow. And today I'm joined by two very special guests in form of Bilal Bhai from RMA and MUFC Ultra and also from Hiren Bhai from Curious Harry. Please guys, link is given in the description below. Do go to both the channels and subscribe. And starting off with Hiren Bhai, how are you doing Hiren Bhai?
I'm very good. How are you, Shrey bhai and Bilal bhai?
I'm very
Very
good and
fine,
how are you
fine,
Bilal
brother.
Bhai?
Fine. How's you doing?
And we all are very well, and it's time to preview the Premier League, guys. So this is the thing we have been waiting for the Premier League to arrive, and it's back, and the Game Week 3 is back. And now starting off with the Game Week 3 preview, and this is a Game Week preview, and sorry I came too early, and these are the fixtures we have got these week, people. Tottenham versus Wolves, Everton versus Forest, Leicester versus Southampton, Fulham versus Brentford, Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa, Bournemouth versus Arsenal, West Ham versus Brighton, Leeds versus Chelsea, Newcastle versus Manchester City, and Liverpool versus Manchester United. So before we go into every fixture, I will go to the panelists and ask which is the fixture they're looking most forward to. And starting off with Hiren Bhai. Hiren Bhai, which is the fixture among this all which you're most excited about and why?
I think it's a straightforward guess for me. Liverpool versus United is definitely the most looking forward. But I also looking forward for this Tottenham versus Wolves.
That's a good one. And Bilal Bhai, which is the one you're looking forward to?
Definitely the same. Manchester United versus Liverpool, my team as well. But the charm of this rivalry, as we know, that is the reason I'm looking forward for it. The Reds rivalry, the bloodiest rivalry I can say. The red is the color, red is the color of the blood as well. So I'm looking forward to this match, and I hope that United wins this one. And a statement to all the clubs, to Liverpool, to all the clubs, that we are also in contention, boys. We are also in the contention.
And guys, these are the fixtures, and I'm also looking forward to Liverpool versus United, but I'm also looking forward to Newcastle versus Manchester City because these both matches are very exciting for me, in my opinion. And guys, please do stay tuned in the end of the video. We'll also talk on FPL as well and a lot more other stuff as well. So, going to the first fixture we're going to talk about today, and the first fixture is the 5 p.m. kickoff in Indian Standard Time, and overall in UK time it's around 12:30 p.m. and that's Tottenham versus Wolves. And we are going to preview Tottenham. We are going to discuss about Tottenham. We are going to discuss about Wolves. And we'll also give our predictions, all the panelists here. So going first here to Bilal Bhai here. So Bilal Bhai, what's your opinion overall of Tottenham this season and the way the signings they have made? They've drawn to Chelsea, beaten Southampton. Are you impressed by them, or do you think that people are overrating Tottenham too much?
According to me, I was overhyping a bit. Definitely, I was overhyping Tottenham because I thought I placed them on the third position as well. It's just the start of the season. I cannot say that I have overhyped them. They might finish. They might also challenge for the title as well. So we never know. Never say never in football. But according to me, Tottenham has not impressed me that much so far. Although 4-1 victory against Southampton is struggling. We know it's a struggling team, and a win against Southampton, it's good. It's very good. But the second game against Chelsea, it was completely favoritism. Although I'm not a Chelsea fan, but definitely I have sympathy for Chelsea because of the referee which he did. Shameful acts in the game as well. In my opinion, Conte was the one who ignited, who just went on and ignited that Thomas Tuchel, and he got furiated on that, and definitely their fight started after that. But Conte for me is like a man who just wants to win, and if he wants to win and have complete authority, so if he doesn't get his authority, he'll leave. And although he's making his signings, okay, he's making his signings, but definitely uh, when the time comes, if he's not being delivered, if the team doesn't delivers, he'll not take the responsibility on himself. He'll just go and say that the board is not giving me enough, the board is not giving me enough authority, the team is not of my selection, I'm not doing this, I'm doing that. We know he has done it in the past as well. That is why I was hoping that he doesn't comes to Manchester United, and he didn't came. Thank God. But definitely, for me, their manager is the biggest reason why I definitely rate that they're a bit overhyped. Although 5 to 6 signings are good, Conte's system is being implemented perfectly, but Tottenham for me are just a bit overhyped team.
And I think I also agree with most of that. And going to Hiren Bhai before I come to my opinion. Hiren Bhai, what's your opinion on Tottenham and the transfers window they've had and overall the way they have played in both the matches? Are you on the same wavelength as Bilal Bhai on that Tottenham are being over hyped too much? Or do you think that we are underrating them too much?
Shrey just coming in 2 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
I am also matlab, I 80 to 90% agree with Bilal bhai, because the way Tottenham are signed all the players in start of the transfer window, so we are all convinced that they have a proper plan, and they are looking for more competition in this season, and they are looking for a title. So we all are convinced about that. And on top of that, they have a Conte. You hate him, you love him, whatever you do, but he is a manager who delivers. There, that's for sure. He is. I mean, his history speaks about his managerial career, and better than you, Srebhai. I mean, with Chelsea, already delivered a Premier League. So I think he has his flaws also, that he so sometimes, but I think he is a manager who can deliver you a performance. And I think most of the I heard most of the people talks about the games against Chelsea, that Tottenham are not going to I mean not great performance. I also agree, but I little bit add to in that also, that that's contest I mean gameplay. If he can't beat you in possession or anything, I mean he plays like chances, where he tells you his players that if you get a chance, then you have to bury it. So exactly Tottenham have done that. I also agree with that. Referee is biased. There is no doubt about that. But the way they finished their chances, they deserve to draw. And if Chelsea have clinical about their chances, then they deserve to win. So there is that Tottenham are absolutely on clinical on their chances. So that's why they draw with Chelsea. And in Wolves match, I think Wolves will give you a hard time to Tottenham, no doubt about that. But I think most probably a hard fought win for Tottenham, I am guessing. So that's it.
So for me, I'll add Bilal Bhai back into the stream, and Bilal Bhai is back, and we were previewing Tottenham, guys. So my opinion on Tottenham is very very simple. I'm agreeing with both the panelists here. I do agree that they are also underhyped as well because they have some very very good players in my opinion. I think they have players like Harry Kane, Son, Kulusevski. I think that's one of the best attack in the Premier League because Liverpool have lost Sadio Mane, so we have to be very very clear in that regard as well. So Liverpool have lost Sadio Mane as well. Their attack is not the way it used to be. I think you go towards Chelsea and it's not as compared to Tottenham. Harry Kane, Son, and Kulusevski. Manchester United right now is not at the same level of attack as well. So Tottenham have one of the best attack in the Premier League. So I think we have to be very, very honest, in my opinion, in that regards. But also, people, I will love to say one more thing here and one more thing very honestly here, in my opinion, is Tottenham still for me are a very, very good team for me. They still have some very, very good players for me. And I think this is why I think we are underrating Tottenham. And for me, Tottenham can do a very, very good job, in my opinion. The players they have got, the way they play. And overall, I think we should not be underrating Tottenham. And I think I agree with Bilal Bhai that I think we are overrating them in a way that they're no title contenders for me. They still have massive, massive problem in my regards. But also, I will say that I still have some doubts regarding them in the way they play, in the way they do things. Tottenham Hotspur. I think the problem that people I find with Tottenham is I think they still have lack of centre backs. Romero is the one of the most important centre backs they have got. So Romero getting injured is a big, big problem for them.
He's
And I think
injured
in
as
other
well, yes.
departments, right wing back backup, I think I'm still very doubtful. Emerson Royal and Dejard Spence. So that's very doubtful for me. So now coming on to Wolves here, and we know Wolves have also done some transfer window work in getting Matthews Nunes and also on the verge of losing Morgan Gibbs White to Nottingham Forest for around 25 to 30 million plus add-ons. So going to Hiren Bhai first of all here. Hiren Bhai, what's your preview of Wolves? Wolves have added Matthews Nunes into the team. Do you see Wolves being in the top 10 in the Premier League this season, or do you see that's too much of an overachievement?
No, no, I think I definitely see Wolves in a top 10 because they have a couple of good signing, and also Matthews Nunes is their record break signing. So I think they will be good, and they are a team which can, I mean, grind points in crucial matches also. So you can't be rule out Wolves in I mean every other game. So in that perspective, I think they will definitely finish in top 10.
So you think they can finish in top 10? So that's a bold claim. And Bilal Bhai here. Bilal Bhai, what's your opinion on Wolves this season and the way Wolves have been doing?
Wolves are doing pretty good for me. Bruno Lage is a very good manager. He's implementing very well. They've brought in Matheus Nunes as well. They're not selling their one of the main players, Ruben Neves. Although Morgan Gibbs, wise, as you mentioned earlier, they're on the verge of losing. Or I'm searching that tweet as well, which I saw that it's a completely done deal. So it's good, although they have made some signings as well, but I don't rate them finishing in the top 10. I'll rate them finishing in 11th or 12th this season. I'll not rate them in the top 10 because uh, it's not that kind of like the passion, that the thing we want from Wolves. So I don't think they're going to be finishing in the top 10, although they finished eighth in the eighth, or I guess I don't know the position which they
Yeah, they
finished
were eighth
last
last year.
season.
Wolves were eighth.
Eighth, na? Yes, eighth. So I don't think so. There'll be a slightly a decrease in their ranking this year. So that was my Wolves.
So guys, going on to the prediction here and starting first with Bilal Bhai. What's your prediction for this match, Bilal Bhai? Tottenham versus Wolves.
Tottenham versus Wool. I'm seeing Tottenham getting points in this match. They'll get 2-1 victory against Wolves.
And Hiren Bhai, what's your prediction on this one?
Same prediction. I already gave that 2-1
For
to
me, I think
Tottenham.
this is going to be 1-1 draw. I think Wolves is going to disturb them. And I do think it's going to be Tottenham 1, Wolves 1 in my opinion. So I think, guys, now moving on to the next match here. And the next match we're going to discuss about is Everton versus Nottingham Forest. I think this is a very exciting match in the different spectrum of the table. Everton are fighting against relegation and the manager is being doubted in form of Frank Lampard. And is it tactical enough to keep them up in the Premier League? So that's the problem with Everton as well. You go towards Nottingham Forest, and Nottingham Forest were the team everybody in Premier League was hoping to come back in the league. That same pride, the team that has won more Champions League than Arsenal, Tottenham, and Manchester City combined. That's how pride they have got. And Nottingham Forest are a fantastic team. They're going big in the transfer market, especially this year. They're trying to get Morgan Gibbs White. Nottingham Forest have also this year got some very, very good players. And they're also building up. Just Lingard has come to the team as well. So Nottingham Forest have already got a win over West Ham United at home. So they are looking a good outfit as well. So first of all, starting on Everton, and in my opinion, Everton this year, we all know we're in financial trouble. Everton have some massive, massive financial trouble to solve this year, which is why we are not seeing Everton make big name signings so far. They have gone for Ruben Vinagre, who they got on free. McNeil, they got on 20 million. They're also trying to sign players who are available for free as well. And this is why Gordon is being proposed to leave Chelsea. In an exchange, they can get Bachu and Gilmer. So Everton financially are not in the condition as well. Calvert-Lewin is injured as well. Along with Calvert-Lewin, they have got Iwobi playing in the midfield. So it's a massive, massive problem for Everton in my regard. So first of all, going to Hiren Bhai here. And Hiren Bhai, what's your opinion on Everton this season and how do you see Everton doing?
I think in first two matches they have a disappointment. I think. I mean, Frank Lampard is trying their best, but he didn't deliver. In first match against Chelsea, I mean, good performance by Everton in defensive, but against I think second match was against most probably
I
I'm
think Everton's
Aston
second
Villa.
match
forgetting.
was against
Aston Villa,
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa,
2-1.
Aston
Aston
Villa.
Villa,
2-1.
2-1 loss. Yes. So in that match also they started very well, but in second half they lose the control. So it's in third matches they are great under great pressure, because you already lose a two match, and Frank Lampard is also under pressure. And I think if he can't deliver in first half of the league, till the World Cup, then we will be saying goodbye to Lampard.
I think I get your point in that regard as well because Everton and Frank is under deep pressure. So, going to the second panelist in form of Bilal Bhai. So, what's your opinion, Bilal Bhai, on the way Everton are doing, and do you see them surviving this season?
To be very honest, the first blank prediction which I'm gonna make is they're going to finish 18th for me, because I'll give you the reasons. They're Richarlison for me in the attack. They're missing him very much. They haven't got that firepower in the form of Richarlison and Goodison Park. We always know it's kind of sorry, it's kind of a fortress for Everton, but not every time you're gonna be winning in the Goodison Park. Chelsea managed every Chelsea against Chelsea. They lost 1-0, although it was a good score line. To be very honest, Chelsea, we all know we'll come to Chelsea and we'll discuss as well. But as per Everton's perspective, I don't see them finishing in the top 17 this season, because they're completely under pressure. They're not giving their too much the authority to Frank Lampard. Yet again, managerial changes will haunt them, and injuries and everything will haunt them in the middle of the season, as well as World Cup is also on the cards. So they're not finishing in the top 17 for me, and they're going to be relegated.
I think that's a very strong opinion. And I think going now on to Nottingham Forest as well, and we were talking about both teams able to survive. And going to Hiren Bhai. Hiren Bhai, what do you think about Nottingham Forest? Do you think Nottingham Forest will stay up in the Premier League and signing Jesse Lingard, Morgan Gibbs wise is more than enough? Or do you see Nottingham Forest being relegated this year?
I am seeing in Premier League next season for sure. Nottingham Forest, because they are making some sensible signings, and Hushan Orar also, I think they are signing very good midfielder, which gives you a stability in midfield also. So for me, they are definitely going to stay in the Premier League next season.
And I think for me, I think Nottingham Forest are a team that will most probably get relegated for me. I still think the signings are still not at the level that I think they should be, but I think they can surprise everyone as well. So going to Bilal Bhai, what's your opinion on Nottingham Forest this season and how are they going to do this season?
Here, disagree with you. Although in the start of the season, when I didn't see them play, I was also thinking that they might get relegated, a new team which might not be able to survive and thrive in the pressure of Premier League, as we all know. But they've done pretty well for me. 1-0 against, I don't know the name of that team, 1-0 victory against them.
West Ham.
West
West
Ham,
Ham.
yes, West Ham. West Ham is a great team. We all know David Moyes, I guess, their manager, na. Yes,
Yes, yes.
his team is brilliant. So I see them finishing in the top 17 next season. I was the one who was making predictions that I don't see Nottingham Forest playing in the next season, in the 2023 and 24 season. But definitely my mind is changing. But it's pretty early to say as well that only 2 game weeks, and I'll not change, like, sort of. But I'll go that Dean Henderson is doing pretty well for them. If he does the same, if he performs with consistency, definitely clean sheets are on the way for them as well. And if they can manage to just surprise kind of Manchester United or Big Six teams, kind of, these are the crucial points you want. And if they can surprise them, so it would not be shocking to see. And definitely Nottingham Forest have the firepower for me to finish in this top 17 as well. And Jesse Lingard is a good player. They might be going for James Garner as well. There's no concrete news as for now, but as Hiresh Bhai said, Hussam Awar is a good player. They're going for him as well. So I wanted Hussam Awar to come in Manchester United, but they're going for him as well. So let's see what they can do. But I count on them that they have got that ability to just get from that relegation, to just uh, prevent themselves from reaching to that relegation zone.
For me, I do understand in that regard as well. For me, at the moment, people, I do think Nottingham Forest might go down, and I think Everton will stay up. But I think everyone has their own opinion. Now, going to my prediction for the Everton versus Nottingham Forest match, and in my opinion, I think Everton is going to be winning this match. Goodison Park, their fortress, at home in front of their crowds with all the pressure. I think Everton will win this match, and I think it's going to be Everton 2, and I think it's going to be Nottingham Forest nil. So, Hiren Bhai, going to you, what's your prediction for this match, Hiren Bhai?
My prediction is Everton 2 in Nottingham Forest 1.
And to you, Bilal Bhai, as well, your prediction.
Yeah, I'm counting on Nottingham Forest, seeing their form. It's pretty good. I'm going for Nottingham Forest, a 1-0, another clean sheet for the Dean Anderson.
And going to the next picture, guys, here. And the next picture we're going to discuss about today is regarding Leicester versus Southampton. Now, in this, we are going to discuss about the struggles of Leicester City financially or on the pitch and off the pitch. Southampton struggles with the manager and what's going on, which is disappointing, and players wanting manager to be sacked. The preview and the prediction as well. So, starting off with Leicester, for me at the moment, guys, Leicester are in deep trouble financially as well because they have to sell players to buy someone. I think Leicester are the only team which have not signed a player so far. Casper Michael has left, and they have not been able to even sign one player at the moment. And all will depend on sell of Fofana for me at the moment. And Fofana at the moment is trying to leave and he's asking not to be played. Or is it Leicester trying to paint him as a villain? Nobody knows that. So Leicester at the moment are in massive trouble. They are struggling at the moment. Against Brentford, they were 2-0 up and they drew the match 2-2. Along with that, they also lost to Arsenal 4-2 as well. So they are looking in a bit of trouble, in my opinion. And Southampton, on the other hand, people, in my opinion, I think a lot of their players want manager sacked. The signings have been underwhelming. They have been losing players and not replacing them. And at some point, if this continues for Southampton, relegation at some point is going to catch them. So at the moment, now going to Hiren Bhai as well. Hiren Bhai, what's your opinion on Leicester and why do you think they're struggling? And do you see them, like everybody was saying, Leicester will be the team that will challenge top six? Do you see that happen or do you see Leicester fell out of top 10?
No, no, no. I think they don't. I don't see Leicester in top 10 because their financial struggle is massive, like Barcelona. Not level at Barcelona, but they are struggling financially, and they can't be signing. They didn't have signed any player till the transfer market, and that's why I think they are very struck on this Fofana deal also because they want to get as much money as possible to sign a player. And we already seen against Arsenal also that how they performed. So I think Leicester's struggles will be continuous. And about Southampton, I think already saw in first match of the Southampton that they are looking. I mean, I mean, very average team, which we can't relate to Southampton because generally they are top 10 contenders always. So Southampton might be surprised us if he finish below 15th. So let's see.
And going to the next panel is Bilal Bhai. So, Bilal Bhai, what's your opinion on both Leicester and Southampton? Because both teams at the moment are struggling. One team is struggling manager wise in Southampton, one team is struggling financial wise and not signing a player. What's your opinion on both the teams? And do you see Southampton being in the relegation zone and Leicester being out of top 10?
To be very honest, first starting with my blank prediction for at the start of the it's the start of the season, but definitely Leicester are not going to make the top eight this season. They might be finishing ninth or tenth, or I'll not be shocked to see that they might finish in the latter part of the table as well. Like not in the relegation zone, but they'll be finishing, and definitely Leicester for me, Brendan Rodgers is not doing well. That he needs to do the work, and the players are also uh, not convinced to. The players are like not convinced to just play for the team. Like we can see Wesley Fofana, he's not convinced. He wants to go to Chelsea, and I don't agree from the Leicester City board. Why are they not leaving Wesley Fofana when he wants to leave? Why are you just wanting him to stay? He wants to go ahead. He wants to play for a higher club. He wants to play Champions League, and definitely Chelsea is tempting him. Why would you want him to stay in your team and just play like Conference League and these leagues? And this season they might not also finish in the Conference League as well. So let's see what happens. James Madison, he's not also convinced. He'll also be leaving. Leicester City might not want him to leave as well, but they have rejected the offer of Newcastle as well. So I don't think so. What they're doing, they're all over messed up in this transfer window, and the team is also not doing when the players want to leave. You definitely like we can. See this from Real Madrid, from the top clubs. When the player don't want to play for the team, and they'll definitely say to the player that you have the authority to decide your future, and if you want to go, you can go to anywhere, and we'll have the replacements. But I don't think so. Why Leicester are doing these kind of things? So definitely for me, these will haunt Leicester, and they might finish in the later part of the table as well. And coming on to the second team, Southampton, they're struggling as well. Uh, they lost they lost their two matches. One they drew, and the other one they won. Against Leeds, it was a good game. I was really impressed by them. 2-2, they were down 2-2 and 2-0, and they managed to get a draw on the cards. But it was their home ground. You'll have the advantage in the home ground as well. But definitely, Southampton are not going to finish in the top 15. They might fight for the relegation, but uh, kind of 1 or 2 points they might find it possible that they may finish in the top 17. Although I was rating this team a much higher position because I wanted this team to succeed. They are also going for some of the signings as well. One of my friends is a supporter as well. He always sends me the news regarding this. So they are also going for a French league, somewhat striker, and they're paying him 30 million, I guess. So they're making offers as well. They're trying to bring in, but the managerial issue is very much serious in it. So definitely, let's see what happens to Southampton as well.
So I absolutely agree with both the panelists here, and both the teams are absolutely struggling. So we have to be honest with ourselves. And finishing off this fixture with prediction, for me at the moment, with Leicester struggling at the moment, the way Leicester are going, I think people draw is written over all over it. I think Leicester without Fofana is going to struggle defensively. Mentality is not there. Southampton, I think, attackingly are a good team. Kyle Walker-Peters, Che Adams, and all the other players. But overall, there's some structural issue as well. I think both the teams at the moment, in different way, are under pressure and not doing well. And I think this is not a good time to play each other. I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw. It's going to be Leicester 2 and it's going to be Southampton 2. Don't even be surprised if Southampton lead this game 2-0 and then Leicester come back and equal as it to 2-2. Now we're to Hiren Bhai. And Hiren Bhai, what's your prediction for the Leicester Southampton game?
I am going with 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. So you stay with same result as mine as well in terms of draw. And Bilal Bhai, what's your prediction for this game?
My prediction is kind of a bold one, but I'm going for a Southampton win in this match because looking at the struggles of Leicester against Arsenal as well, although they managed to score two goals, but it's not that Arsenal are a bit more vulnerable defensively, but Southampton might be like Kyle Walker-Peters is there, James Ward-Prowse is there, one of my favorite players in the Southampton, but definitely 2-1 for me. Leicester will score the first goal and two continuous goals for Southampton, and they'll win the game in this match as well. A late winner might be on the cards, so we'll not be shocked to see.
And I think people, I will also say one thing, this fixture has a lot of history. From Leicester pounding Southampton 9-0 to Southampton responding when the manager was on the verge of sack and beating them. For me, I do agree with Bilal Bhai. For me, in my heart also it says that Southampton are going to give Leicester a bit of working here. But the problem is Southampton themselves are defensively very, very bad. And that's the only reason I'm going with the draw here. So people now moving to the next fixture here. And the next fixture is Fulham versus Brentford. And as you can see the topics, Brentford top 10 chances, Tooney and Fulham to survive. For me, at the moment, Brentford are doing a fantastic job and are going under the radar. I think they are much better outfit than what Sheffield United was when they surprised people. I think Tooney and Mbumu is very, very good striking partnership. I think at the moment they're even missing the services of Sergio Carlos, but the midfield is very, very strong and physical. I think even after losing Eriksen, they've not lost their creativity. The throw-ins, the set pieces are very, very strong. The goalkeeper, I think, is at the right level. Not a very good goalkeeper, but at the final level as well. And Tony is one of, if not one of the most underrated striker in the league. Yes, the price tag they're asking for is massive, 50 to 60 million. But this guy is deserving of that, and he's a fantastic, fantastic striker. A very low risk striker, has a good physicality about them, good first touch, and he's looking a very, very good striker. And the partnership with Mbumu is very, very good. While people, my opinion on Fulham is they are an impressive team, and I think both Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth will go down, but Fulham this season won't go down. I think Andres Pereira is a smart signing. Paul Henia is a very, very smart signing. Bird Leno is a good signing as well. And Fulham, unlike what they did previously in the Premier League, are going for prem proven players, especially in Bird Leno, while Andres Pereira is a good acquisition. And I think Paulinia is a very, very good midfield audition as well. And Mitrovic is already there, who's very experienced. He literally put around 40 goals last year in the championship, and he has started this year well as well. And Fulham this year have started with 2-2 draw against Liverpool and a clean sheet away to Wolves, which is not very easy to do. And on this, I go to Hiren Bhai here. So, Hiren Bhai, what's your opinion on Brentford and Fulham, and how do you see both of these sides do?
I think both team are in good form because Brentford are coming from a 4-0 victory to United, so it's a massive result for them. And Fulham also drawing with Wolves and draw with Liverpool, so they are also in high on confidence. So both the team are pressing wise. I think both the team are good. What I have noticed about both the team, because in Fulham versus Liverpool, you can see that how are they facing in Liverpool, and Brentford are also very highly pressable team. That's why you have seen against United that they may make a mistake to, I mean, the DDG, the mistake he may made in passing the ball. So I think both the team are very good on pressing side, and that's why I think. Fulham's chances. I mean, I'm saying that both the team have a great chances to survive this season, because both the team are looking very good.
And just cutting a bit before I go to Bilal Bhai, I think, sir, we'll just come to the FPL after the Premier League one. But on giving my opinion on this, I meant I rotated Nico Williams with Patterson, and I have Saliba in my starting 11 and zero point 0.5 in the bank. Who do you suggest I upgrade? I think at the moment I've rotated Nico Williams with Patterson. Patterson can do a job. I'm very sure that Everton just might keep a clean sheet against Nottingham Forest. So I do say to you that you keep Patterson in my opinion. That's just my humble opinion. And Saliba, for me, I will just say I'm very doubtful that Arsenal will keep a clean sheet. That's just my opinion. And just giving a surprise opinion, I think you can go even with an Everton defender in form of Tarkowski or a Cody. I think at the moment I'm just not sure of an Arsenal clean sheet, but we'll come back to the FPL talks later in the video. And thank you so much, sir, to join the chat as well. And going to Bilal Bhai here. Bilal Bhai, what's your prediction of the Fulham Brentford match and overall opinion on this match as well?
Um, to be very honest, Brentford managed a great victory. It might be one of their remarkable victories against top six teams, and definitely we can give the credit to United vulnerabilities as well. Although Brentford were great on the day, they were a better team than United. United were the second best team, and definitely they deserve to lose. But Brentford, for me, they are a great team. They press very good, and they press man to man, and we could see in the match, in the previous match against Manchester United as well, they were pressing highly. The second goal came from pressing. David De Gea made a mistake by passing it to Christian Eriksen, and it was the press which made the top the two goals. I'll definitely say one in which Ronaldo was caught, and the other one in which in which Eriksen was caught. Both the goals were a mishap, and they were continuously pressing higher. I'm definitely impressed to see Jensen, the midfielder. He was continuously on the shoulders of Eriksen, and definitely a great job from Thomas Frank in that match. They'll have a boost up in their confidence after losing 7 games on the trot, and then winning very massively against Manchester United. A 4-0 victory would give them a boost in their confidence. So definitely, in coming to Ivan Toney, so Ivan Toney is a brilliant player for me. As you mentioned, Ivan Toney and the other one, Mbemo, they both are brilliant, and definitely their partnership is absolutely amazing. So I can bet them, and they'll score a goal in their partnership will also score a goal in the game against Fulham as well. So it's pretty decent for me. Brentford have chances to finish in the top 10, but I won't make a prediction in this regard as well, because it's pretty early to say. And but if you ask me a blank prediction, I definitely say that they'll be finishing in the top 10, and Fulham, they'll definitely survive. Paulinho is a great and a massive addition. I follow him in the Portugal team as well. He's brilliant, and with the ball pressing, press resistant player, and definitely they're making sensible signings as well. Andres Pereira from United, he's a great player as well. Although United didn't had the chance to, he didn't had the chance to play for Manchester United for a long time, definitely. And Mitrovic is good. He's a draw against Liverpool, and a win against the other team as well. So it's pretty brilliant, and I'm definitely seeing them surviving this in this year as well, and they might finish 14th, 15th. This is my prediction. And for the game, I'll definitely, it's a game I'll be watching, and a game to watch after Manchester United versus Liverpool, and Fulham versus Brentford. It's difficult to make a prediction, but I'll go for a 2-2 draw for both.
So, taking a bit of question here, and I think so. Who is the best final defender to upgrade Saliba to? For me, I think you can go with Connor Cody, or I think you can even go with Cucurella. But the problem is with Chelsea at the moment is very
Walker as well.
uncertain. Will Cucurella
Walker
start? Will
as
Chilwell
well.
start? Hmm?
Walker for me as well.
Yeah, I think Kyle Walker is the one, but I think I don't know why, but I do see Newcastle score, and I do think Tarkowski or Cody can be a very very good choice for the low price as well, because I do see, I don't know why I'm getting a feeling Tarkowski or Cody, one of them is going to score a header against Nottingham Forest from a corner kick. And other than that, I also say to you that you can go for even Cucurella, but it's just a bit of doubtful that will Cucurella start or not. That's the only doubt, because Thomas Tuchel is a very surprising manager, and he can pull off a surprise where you never know. And Hiren Bhai, we have to quickly go to next fixtures as well. So please give a prediction of Fulham Brentford.
Fulham Brentford. I am also going with Bilal Bhai. 2-2 draw.
2 to draw. And Football Creeks in the chat, big up to him as well. And he's going 3 to 4 Brentford. And now going on, my prediction for me is going to be Fulham 1, Brentford 3, with Tooney scoring a brace in this match. So quickly, guys, moving on to the next match. And this is about Palace and Villa. For me, there's a bit of pressure on Jada as well. The money Aston Villa has spent, Diego Carlos now out being injured sadly for the whole year. I think this is going to be a problem for Aston Villa as well. And with the money they have spent, at least a top 9 finish must be there. While Palace, for me, at the moment, they're looking a very good side, but people might agree with me, or there might be a Chelsea bias, but they are missing Gallagher a lot. That energy in the midfield has gone, that tenacity in the midfield has gone, and I think this is not the same Palace I knew, and I don't see this Palace troubling Aston Villa. So quickly on this, I'm going with Crystal Palace nil, Aston Villa 2, with Danny Ings and Ollie Watkins to score goals for me. Going to Hiren Bhai, what's your prediction on this match?
I am going with 2-1 to Crystal Palace. Ball
Oh,
prediction.
2-1 to Crystal Palace. So Hiren Bhai going strong here. While now go to Bilal Bhai. Bilal Bhai, what's your prediction of this match? Is it going to be Aston
My
Villa's day and Steven Gerrard finally getting a winning run? Or do you see Crystal Palace being the team that's going to stun Aston Villa, or a boring draw?
Now for me, still Palace lacks that finishing touch we could see in the game against Liverpool as well. So for me, the prediction might be 1-1 draw for both, and Gerrard might not get his winning formula as well. First win in this season as well. So this is my prediction.
So that's the prediction of the Palace Villa match. Now going to the Bournemouth Arsenal match. I think for me, discussing on Arsenal, They have been good to watch, I can't lie. They have been very, very good to watch so far. The football is very fluid, one touch football, good to watch. I think Zinchenko has been an absolute sensation the way he has played. I think Gabriel Jesus, wow, this guy is beautiful, and I don't know why other teams did not go for him. I don't know whether Manchester United and Chelsea were having a good sleep beside each other and sleeping and not being responsible, because Gabriel, he's just a player. I think we should have gone on for a long, long time. While for me, with Bournemouth people, I'll say it's too early to judge them. But I think they started the season well, but they absolutely got the reality of the Premier League when they got absolutely smashed by Manchester City. But to be honest, who doesn't get smashed by Manchester City? I think all the panelists here, I think Bar Barcelona have got smashed by them one time. I got 6-0 beaten by them. Bilal by team got beaten last year comfortably 4-1 as well. City smash everyone, and City are the best team on the planet. Arsenal at home, these are the fixtures where Arsenal players will be tested. Vitality Stadium, crowd up for it, back in the Premier League, Arsenal in town, atmosphere is good. How is Arsenal young sort going to deal with it? For me, people, they'll deal it well. I think Arsenal will struggle a bit at initially. I think Arsenal will get the first goal. I think Bournemouth will equalize, but I do think Arsenal attack will come up, and it's going to be Bournemouth 1, it's going to be Arsenal 2. Now going to Hiren Bhai here. Hiren Bhai, what's your opinion on Arsenal so far and the prediction for you for this game?
I think in first two matches, Arsenal are looking very good in attacking wise, but I have noticed that there is some vulnerability in defense, so they have to resolve that, and as soon as possible they have to be strong in defense also, because we already seen against Leicester that they conceded two goals in I think 2 to 3 minutes span. So they have to strong up their defending shape. But Arsenal in attacking, I think they are looking very very dangerous, and their football is also very very fluid. We can say see in first two matches, and Jesus and Zinchenko are already making a difference for them. So great signing for them. And Bournemouth are also started very well, but against City you can't do. There is a more, because top team City, so there is a little bit chance for you to survive in this that type of matches. But in prediction, I am going with 3-1 to Bournemouth. Sorry,
3-1 to
3-1 to
Bournemouth.
Arsenal.
Oh my god,
Arsenal.
wow. I for 1 second, Hiren Bhai was absolutely stunned, but you retracted on it, so well done to you as well. Because if Bournemouth 3, Arsenal 1, I was surprised, I'm not going to lie. And going to Bilal Bhai. Bilal Bhai, is it going to be Bournemouth 3, Arsenal 1, or easy victory for Arsenal?
It's going to be 4-1 for me. Gabby Jesus with another brace. Uh, Zinchenko with a couple of assists. I guess he'll make an assist as well. I definitely see. And Arsenal will not keep the clean sheet because they are a bit of vulnerable in defensively, and the system is also the system is also the like that. If you score a goal and then you will concede as well, because when you go ahead one touch passing football as well, so you leave spaces behind when you are caught on the counter. So definitely Arsenal, we saw in the game against Leicester as well. So Arsenal might not take a clean sheet in this game, but they'll take the 3 points in the bag.
So I think that's the prediction and the opinion on Bournemouth Arsenal match, guys. Going to the next match, people, and the next match is West Ham versus Brighton. For me, starting off with Graham Potter, and with lack of resources, he is doing a magnificent job. He's making even average players look like absolute gold. And Brighton are one of Premier League's best team to watch, in my opinion. The way they play football, defensively solid. West Ham at the moment have been a bit surprising. I think in the first match, it's understandable, it's Manchester City, but they were too passive and it looked like a training session for Manchester City. While for me, in the next match against Nottingham Forest, for me, people, it was very, very disappointing. That's a fixture you expect West Ham to do well and get a victory, and it was disappointing. I think West Ham at the moment are struggling a bit, and this is one match for me, they're going to make best of it. For me, people, in this prediction, I'm going with West Ham United 2, Brighton nil. Do put Bowen in a team because I do see him putting 2 assists in this game. And going to Hiren Bhai here. Hiren Bhai, what's your opinion on both the teams and your prediction for this match, Hiren Bhai?
Before the start of the season, I am very highly rating West Ham. For according to their signing they have made. But they have disappointment me in first two matches. I can understand against City, but against City also they are very very poor. I mean they are not in the game throughout the 90 minute, and against Nottingham Forest they also lost a 1-0. So I'm in most disappointment team till the first two matches of the Premier League. I think West Ham, because the signing they have made, and how strong they are looking, but they didn't deliver. But let's hope they find their rhythm and form, and they will win. But Brighton are also in a great form. They are coming up win against United, and also I think last match they have, I think, draw
A draw against Newcastle 0-0.
Newcastle. So yes, so they are also very good in touch and form. So it's gonna be a competitive match, but I am going with 2-1 to West Ham.
So, people, Hiren Bhai has to leave. So, big up to Hiren Bhai. Thank you so much, Hiren Bhai, to be here. And people, it's very easy to remember Curious Harry. Please go to his channel, people. Please subscribe to his channel. Doesn't take much. Link is given in the description below. Curious Harry, we all are curious. And please go there and subscribe to Hiren Bhai's channel. And please support and get him 200. He's very near to 200 as well. So, thank you, Hiren Bhai, to come here. Big up to you. Thank you,
Thank you,
Hiren
bye.
Bhai.
Thank you.
Thank you
Nice
श्रेय
meeting
भाई
you.
एंड
Nice to
बिलाल
meet
भाई
you.
फॉर एंड सेम सेम हियर बिलाल भाई, आपसे भी ऐसे ही बातें करते रहेंगे और आपसे भी
बिल्कुल
जुड़ेंगे.
सर, बिल्कुल.
और थैंक यू श्रेय भाई, एंड
Always a
थैंक यू
pleasure, Hiren
ऑडियंस
Bhai.
फॉर हैविंग मी. थैंक यू.
And sorry, yeah, prediction for Bilal Bhai here. So, Bilal Bhai, what's your prediction for this match in terms of Brighton, and how do you see this match play out?
Brighton for me, Graham Potter is a great manager. We know his philosophy, possession kind of based football. But David Moyes, on the other hand, is also a good manager. It would be a clash of one of the best managers in the Premier League. I consider them as one of the, but I don't rate them on the level to Pep Guardiola, Klopp as well. But they are good for me, and it's going to be a good clash. But definitely for me, Brighton are winning this 2-1. West Ham might score a goal and an assist or a goal by Gerard Bowen. But definitely Brighton will come, and Danny Welbeck might be scoring a late winner in this match as well. So let's see what happens. But I'll go with a 2-1 victory to Brighton.
So, people watching, please do subscribe to Bilal Bhai's channel. Link is given in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel as well. People do like the video. It only helps and keeps us motivated. And going to the next match, people. And the next match is Leeds versus Chelsea. And Leeds without Rafinha, Chelsea preview and prediction. So, in my opinion, people, in regards to Chelsea, we have some injury concerns. We have no Kante, no Kovacic for this match. And this is why, people, I can see Reece James again playing as a right centre back. Loftus Cheek again playing as a right wing back. And people, you might not agree with me, but I do think Chelsea might play a 3-5-2 shape in this match, where Jorginho and Gallagher play in the pivot and Mount plays just near to them. So, to add an extra layer of protection to Chelsea's defense in transition. Leeds at the moment are a very, very good attacking team to watch. Aronson, Tyler Adams, they have got players like Harrison, Rodrigo, Daniel James, even Gelhardt, a very, very good attacking team. So even without Rafinha, for me, they are going to do well. But people in defense, they are very, very bad. Lime Cooper is not fully fit. Their captain, Eiling is injured. Stuart Dallas is out for a very, very long time. Junior Firpo is out as well. So people defensively is going to be a party for Chelsea. And in my opinion, it's going to be Leeds United 1. They are going to score. Chelsea, for me, you're going to be surprised 5. I think it's going to be Leeds 1, is going to be Chelsea 5. I changed my prediction for 4-1 to 5-1, and Sterling is going to score a hat trick here. And going to Bilal Bhai here. Bilal Bhai, what's your prediction for this match? And do you see Chelsea putting 5 past an opponent?
A straightforward victory for Chelsea, a clean sweep kind of victory for me to Chelsea. They also managed against Leeds. They scored 7 goals, I guess 7 goals or somewhat in the last season as well. So definitely, I'll be seeing that kind of performance from Chelsea this match as well, and I'll not be shocked to see a 5-0, 6-0 to Chelsea.
I think for me, people, last year Chelsea did score 6 goals against Leeds. but we
Hmm.
also conceded two as well. And Leeds are everyone's favorite opponents when it comes to score. You cannot be surprised Havertz scores a hat trick here but doesn't do nothing for the next three games. That's what Leeds United are for us as well. And especially for even Manchester United, because I think we both love to play Leeds United and they are our favorite beating team. And now going to the next match, that is Newcastle versus Manchester City. And Football Pieces is in the chat. I think I want you in this chat as well because you are a Manchester City fan. And the first point I'm going to discuss is Newcastle to be the surprise team. Now everyone was anticipating Newcastle to sign Mbappe. These things acting. I think Newcastle have been very sensible. They know where they are. You cannot suddenly jump from 17 to first. That is impossible. And Gaurav bhai in the chat, अरे श्रेय भाई कैसा है? Sorry, I was busy था. Welcome Gaurav bhai as well. And Newcastle are going to be a surprise team for me, people. They have got a good team, especially Trippier, a very, very good right back. For me, Alex in Maximine. They've got Callum Wilson. They have got Bruno Guimaraes. They have also got a good goalkeeper in Nick Pope. Sven Botman is a very good centre back. I think they've got a good team that can trouble Manchester City. And for me, at the moment with Haaland, I think I'm loving that City combination because City have something more attackingly in comparison to previously. City previously could not break down opponents, while now they can. But people, their fluidity has gone. They don't have any more wingers who can run quick. That's the problem people have with Manchester City. And my prediction for this game, City, Newcastle are going to sit back. They are going to score the first goal. City are going to struggle, but City will score a late goal and save some of the embarrassment. And I think it's going to be Newcastle 1, Manchester City 1. Going to Bilal Bhai here. Bilal Bhai, what's your prediction for this match for Newcastle and City and an opinion on both the teams?
Newcastle, as it's the game is in the home ground of Newcastle, so I definitely rate them because a home crowd is always an advantage for a team, although it's a smaller team or a big one, a bigger team, but definitely it's good. And definitely Newcastle versus Manchester City is also a good game, and Newcastle is slowly and gradually improving day by day. We know they're making their signings. Their manager, I forgot the name, but he's also making good signings, and definitely Alex Saint Maximin might cause some trouble on the right on the left wing as well. So definitely he'll cause some other troubles. And thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah. So coming to the Newcastle game. So definitely Newcastle will sit back, and definitely for me, 2-1 victory for Manchester City. I'll rate Newcastle will score the first goal, but Haaland with a late winner will clinch the victory for Manchester City.
I think football creases stunned me as well. 5-2 to Manchester City. I cannot see that happening. I'm sorry, Football Creek's brother here, but I cannot see 5-2 happening. At St. James Park, that is one of the toughest stadium in the world to go. So for me, I cannot see that happening in any way. But if it does happen, I'll give you a shout out for sure because that is a very, very bold prediction. And people, moving on to the next prediction here and the last game week before I go to the FPL talks. And Bilal Bhai has to leave, so this is the last part he's here. So people, please go to Bilal Bhai's channel, RMA and MUFC Ultra. Link is given in the description below. Do subscribe and support the channel, guys. And people watching this video, it doesn't take much. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please support the channel. So here we are going to talk about United struggles, Casemiro, Liverpool midfield problems, Nunes, and the prediction. First of all, starting with United struggle, and I have an experienced United fan here. Bilal bhai, what's been the problem of Manchester United this season? Like Ten Hag came, the positivity came, the friendlies came, you were playing so well, the goals were so beautiful. What happened suddenly when the Premier League started that all that just swayed away and negativity came back again?
Definitely, if you ask from me, I follow United from a very long time, but definitely from the last 3 to 4 years, we have seen this team. Managers are being sacked. There's no positivity in the dressing room whatsoever, and definitely we have seen some preseason wonders last season as well. Anthony Martial played brilliantly. All the team played brilliantly, and definitely I'll come to every bit of detail, but the team played brilliantly, and I was also thinking this season as well that it might be the same, that United are the preseason wonders and the during season disasters. So definitely the same came, because I'll give you a reason why this happened. When Eric Ten Hag came, everyone was like overhyped, like excited. Eric Ten Hag is here, new era, new everything. we were also confident 12 goals scored, but the reality came from the last three preseason matches. If you've seen last three preseason matches, against Atletico, we didn't manage to score a goal whatsoever. Against Rayo Vallecano, we managed to secure a draw only. So although we're not playing our first team, but Ronaldo was there. Our players were there definitely. Our playing 11 players were there. So definitely, there there is no like, the dressing room is being divided into two parts, as per reports and as per my assumption as well. That is why one of the main reasons Harry Maguire is the one in on one side, and the other players who support Cristiano Ronaldo on the other side. This might be one of the reasons that there is a negativity in the dressing room. The players who are not English and support Cristiano Ronaldo, they think that Cristiano Ronaldo is their idol, and Cristiano Ronaldo is the one we should ask to. We should go and confront him, and we should talk to him. They don't consider Harry Maguire as their captain, and we fans also don't consider Harry Maguire as our captain, unless and until you play good. Then definitely will consider you. You'll have to show that temperament as a captain. You'll have to show that behavior as a captain, attitude as a captain. So, and Harry Maguire is not doing this, doing that. So definitely, when the dressing room is divided, and definitely Eric Ten Hag is here to sort these problems out. So I hope that these my points prove wrong, and definitely in the coming seasons, in this season, we might go for some sort of glory. If not, but some sort of glory we need. And definitely these were the struggles for me, which United are under the web now.
So I think absolutely agreed. And now the next part, I think before we go to the prediction part, I think I will quickly want you, Bilal Bhai, to recap on Liverpool's problem and overall your thoughts on Casemiro and your prediction overall, especially with Nunes doing what he did last week and Liverpool being very, very under strength this time.
So coming to Casemiro, I'm really happy, a really happy Manchester United fan sitting in front of you, because Casemiro has come to Manchester United. Although as a Real Madrid fan, I'm a bit sad as well. But definitely, when it comes to Manchester United, when it comes to Premier League, I definitely want my team to succeed. And who's so coming to Casemiro, he's a great addition to Manchester United, and in my opinion he might act as a piece in the puzzle, which might sort our midfield problem as well. Although it will not be sorted completely, we still need a kind of a center midfielder who can replace McTominay. McTominay for me is not on the level of the level Manchester United demand. And definitely for me, when Casemiro comes, McTominay will lose his place. So definitely Fred will play, and Casemiro is a great addition. He'll do the dirty work in the game against, if he plays against Liverpool, because the game is on Tuesday night, like 23 in India and everywhere. So definitely it would be a good addition in the United squad. And coming to Anthony will be a good addition, but he won't come as early in the Liverpool game. So he will be a good addition when he comes. We'll discuss on that as well. And Liverpool midfield problems for me are increasing day by day. We can see that Thiago is injured, and definitely Thiago is one of the main midfielders. He's underrated kind of a midfielder for me. In every team he plays, he plays with his heart and desire. So definitely Thiago's injury has caused some vulnerabilities to Liverpool in their midfield. And if they want to win the game against Manchester United, they'll have to win the midfield battle. And if Casemiro plays, Casemiro, Eriksen, Bruno Fernandes, then the midfield battle will reignite, will be on the fire, and we'll see what happens in the match. So, and coming towards Nunes, Nunes. Nunes thought that he might be the next Zidane by headbutting the player, but reality, he got to know the reality that it's Premier League, and you'll not and it's not the Portuguese league. You'll have to be patient. You'll have to be temperament, and definitely for me, Liverpool might be missing a goal scorer, might be missing Mane, so, but Salah will wreak havoc yet again against Manchester United. And for me, it's a difficult prediction to make, but definitely I'll go for uh, a draw. I'll go for a draw, 2-2 draw for Manchester United, and definitely two goals from Salah, one assist from Luis Diaz, and definitely one goal from Cristiano Ronaldo, and the other one from Sancho or from a header as well. But it's my prediction, and 2-2, my heart says, but the reality might be a bit different. We can see as that. So that was my prediction.
And football freaks, you can hear me, Bilal bhai?
Yes, yes, I can, I can.
And football freaks, please tell the name you're telling about because I'm not understanding which person you're talking about. And but this United team needs more time. I heard McTominay was striker during early days of his career, and I do agree with Bilal bhai here. For me, people is gonna be Manchester United 2, Liverpool 2. I think Liverpool are struggling defensively as well. No Konate, no Matip. They have also got no midfield services at the moment. And Jota is also injured, and Firmino a bit doubtful in terms of goal scoring. And I think United are defensively a very, very bad side. So I do think United are going to get a goal in this. While I do think Liverpool will concede as well and score as well. So people, both the panelists agree, is going to be Manchester United 2, Liverpool 2. And Casemiro is a fantastic addition to the Manchester United team. So people, I'm going to continue this video with FPL Talks, but Bilal Bhai has to leave. And before I go to Bilal Bhai, people, please subscribe to his channel. Link is given in the description below. Name is also easy to remember, Real Madrid RMA and MUFC Ultra. Do subscribe to his channel. Link is given in the description below. And Bilal Bhai, your final thoughts and your overall final opinion before you leave, Bilal Bhai.
Definitely, it was amazing to come onto your channel and do the game week preview. And it was the first time I came on your channel. And definitely, thank you for the invitation. And I hope to continue as well. We'll collaborate in the future as well. You came onto my channel, and now I'm coming onto your channel as well. So great discussions. Very much. I got knowledge from you as you are an older United fan, as older football fan, and I'm a bit younger, and definitely it's great, and I do hope to collaborate with you and in the
I'm not
coming
as older as you think.
future.
I'm not a 30 or 40.
Nah, bhai, older than me, na.
Yeah, okay, okay.
That's the one. So definitely, thank you so much, and peace out, guys.
Thank you so much, Bilal. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. And people, now we move on to the FPL talks here. And now is the time for the FPL talks, people, and time to discuss about FPL. So, bringing you the FPL talks here, we know these are the Premier League fixtures this week: Tottenham versus Wolves, Everton Forest, Leicester Southampton, Fulham Brentford, Palace Villa, Bournemouth Arsenal, West Ham Brighton, Leeds Chelsea, Newcastle City, and Liverpool United. So going to the first slide, people, I'm first of all going to talk about popular FPL pick stats and the fixture list. So again, remember, red, when it's a red color, it means fixture list is tough. Orange means a more equal fixture list, and green is for the more winnable fixture list. So people, starting off with Gable Jesus, and his FPL price is 8.1. Previous game, he got 2 assists and 2 goals and got some massive, massive points against Leicester at home. This season, in 2 games, he has 2 goals and 2 assists, which means every game he's contributing at least 2 GA. And last season for Manchester City, this guy got 21 matches, 8 goals, 8 assists. And just see the next 3 matches he has got: Bournemouth away, green light; Fulham home, green light; Villa home, a bit of orange light, because that could be a bit tricky. I think he's just his must in a team. If you can't get him, then do go for Martinelli's, do go for Odegaard's, do go for Saka, but you must have at least one Arsenal attacker in your team, people. Going to the next one, that's Mohamed Salah. His FPL price is 13. Previous game was against Palace at home, where he had 0 assists and 0 goals. This season, in 2 games, he has had 1 goal and 1 assist, that came against Fulham. Last season, 30 matches, 23 goals and 13 assists. All these stats are by Who Scored and Transfer Market, so big up to them as well. Next 3 matches, he has got United away, Bournemouth home, Newcastle home. Orange light means a bit difficult to predict. Green light means easy victories. And for me, Salah is going to score a lot of goals against United, Bournemouth, and Newcastle. So if you've got in a team, do make him a captain or at least keep in your team. Do not let him go for a Son or a Kane or a De Bruyne. While if you haven't got in your team, either you use a wild card, but for me, don't do that. It's too early. So for me, the only thing is either you get him for a player and have a bit of budget in the bank, or sadly you will have to leave that. And Danish Bhai in the chat, Casemiro is red, officially announced by United on Instagram, YouTube. Big up Danish Bhai and congratulations to all United fans. A great signing by you. And one thing is sure, when KDB is fit, don't drop him your FPL team. But the same goes for Mohamed Salah as well. And one of them is a must in every team. The next one, people, is Jared Bowen. His FPL price is 8.5. Previous game was against Nottingham Forest away, where he did not contribute. This season, he has not contributed anything, but do see his stats last year. 12 goals, 10 assists. He takes the corner kicks as well. So that's a big advantage. And they have got Brighton at home, for me, which is a winnable fixture for West Ham. Villa away and Tottenham home, where usually West Ham do well. So for me, Bowen is a good choice to go in the team. And if you've got him, do keep him in my opinion. The next one, people, is Kevin De Bruyne. And Football Creeks, this is for you. So FPL price is 12.1. Previous game against Bournemouth at home, he had 1 assist and 1 goal. And this season, in 2 games, he has had 1 goal and 2 assists. Last season, in 25 matches, he had 15 goals and 8 assists. And the next 3 matches he has got is against Newcastle away, which is the orange light, which means it can be a bit more difficult fixture than we anticipate. Palace at home is a winnable fixture. Nottingham Forest at home is a winnable fixture. And Kevin De Bruyne or a Haaland or at least some of the City players are must in the team, people, in my humble opinion. Now, Cancelo. His FPL price is 7, and the previous game he had 1 assist and a clean sheet as well. This season he has had 2 clean sheets in 2 games and an assist as well. Last season, City kept 21 clean sheets in 38 games, and in 38 games, this guy got 1 goal, 7 assists, 21 clean sheets as well, which means every clean sheet gives you 6 points. So he literally accumulated 126 points from clean sheets. He also accumulated, you can say, 6 points from the goal, and he accumulated 21 points from assist, and then the bonus point, playing points. So Cancelo is a must in your team in my opinion. And seeing the fixture list, I do see City keep clean sheets against Palace and Nottingham Forest, and I do see Cancelo being a big part of the Newcastle match, because Newcastle are going to sit back and Cancelo can get the chance to get assist in that game as well. The next one is Raheem Sterling of Chelsea. Raheem Sterling has got a price, FPL price of 10.0. His previous game was against Tottenham, where he had 1 assist and 0 goals. And in this season so far, he has played 2 games and he has had 0 goals, but he has had 1 assist. But people, look at his last season stat as well. 23 matches, 13 goals and 5 assists. And his next 3 matches are all green light. Leeds away, Leicester home, Southampton away, people. This is a very good fixture list. And people, I can see Sterling score at least 4 goals in these 3 games. So I have got Sterling in my team. I will say go for Sterling, because this fixture list is very tasty, people. And City fan here, I fear Palace more than Newcastle. I agree with you, but I think this time you're going to batter Palace. And Zinchenko. Now, Zinchenko, for me, people will say, okay, but if you're doubting Arsenal to keep a clean sheet, then why we must have in his team? People, Zinchenko has been a more of a, you can say, forward fullback in comparison to the right back. Zinchenko plays a lot more forward, so he will have chance to assist or even a score. I think you can see in the previous game as well, yes, he had no clean sheet goals, but his game was fabulous. Along with that, his 22-23 Premier League stats have been 2 games, 1 clean sheet, 1 assist. And last season, yes, he scored 0 goals, but he got 4 assists. Arsenal last year got 13 clean sheets, and the next fixture list they have got is very tasty in Bournemouth away and Fulham home. So do look out for Zinchenko as well. Now, going to the cream of the crop, Harry Kane. FPL price 11.4. Previous game, Chelsea away. Go assist 0, goals 1. And this season, he has only hit 1 goal with 0 assist. Last season, this guy, in 37 matches, got 17 goals and 9 assists. His next 3 matches are tough. Wolves home, Nottingham Forest away, West Ham away. People, I will tell you one thing in a very, very, very honest way, that I will say avoid Harry Kane, but everybody has their own opinion. I can see him score against Forest, but West Ham and Wolves are a bit doubtful. While Son is very, very expensive for 12, and his previous game was 0 goal and 0 assist, and this season in 2 games he has only got 1 assist. But last year he provided you with 23 goals and 9 assists. But at the moment, I don't know why I'm a bit doubtful about Son, people. Now going to Haaland, the cream of the crop. FPL price 11.7. This season, 2 goals and an assist as well. And in the last game as well, he got an assist. Next 3 matches he has got is Newcastle away, Palace home, Forest home. People, he's going to party in that Palace and Forest game, but not in the Newcastle game. So that's the way for me you should look at. But everybody has their own opinion. And there's a bit of news, people, here. Final figures for the Casemiro was closed at 72 million plus 13 million add-ons. That is too much if that's true. That is too much. And now, FPL Surprise Picks. First surprise pick I will tell you is, first of all, remember, red is for the red fixture list, tough. Orange is for a fixture list which is more difficult to predict. Green is for a winnable match. Starting with Ivan Tooney. His FPL price is 7.0 and his previous game was against Manchester United home. He got 2 assists in this game, and so far this season, Tooney has been one of the most underrated players. 2 games, 1 goal, 2 assists he has got in these games. Last season, this guy accumulated 12 goals and 5 assists in 32 matches. If you see the next 3 matches, these are all in orange, but in all orange, it's possible Brentford might win or score goals. I think Tooney will score goal in all of these 3 games, and Tooney, for me, people, at 7 FPL million price is a must in every one of your team, or at least an MBUMU is must as well. One of Brentford attacker you must keep, but in the end it's all to you as well, and it's your opinion as well. Now, going to Ollie Watkins, and Ollie Watkins has got an FPL price of 7.4 million here, and Julian Alvarez, I think he might start. Let's see in Julian Alvarez's way. And previous game, Ollie Watkins had against Everton at home, 2 assists and 0 goals. This season, in 2 games, Ollie Watkins has had 2 assists, and overall last season he had 11 goals and 2 assists. The fixture list for me is kind, and I think Ollie Watkins can contribute in at least 2 of those games in my opinion. Going to the next player, people, that's Luis Diaz of Liverpool, and his FPL price is 8. His previous game was against Palace at home against 10 men, where Liverpool were 10 men, and he scored a very, very beautiful goal. This season, he has had 1 goal in 2 matches and 0 assists. Last season, when he came in January, in 13 matches, he scored you 4 goals and 3 assists. And if you see the next 3 matches of Liverpool, he is going to trouble Dalot or Van Bissaka, so he might get a chance to assist in that game. Bournemouth is a match where I can see him score, and Newcastle is a match where I can see score a goal as well. So people do look it up well. And can you share FPL League? I don't have FPL League in my opinion at the moment. I'll do make it, but at the moment I've got no FPL League, people. And this is the fixtures that Luis Diaz has got, and these are some very, very exciting fixtures, people. So this is a player, people, you must keep a look at. And people watching, it doesn't take much. Please subscribe and like the content. It only motivates me, and it only shows a love towards the channel as well. Now, MBUMU, people, his FPL price is 6. His previous game was United, where he got 1 goal. And this season in 2 games, he has got 1 goal and 0 assist. Last season, in 35 matches, he had 4 goals and 7 assists. And if you see the next 3 matches, I can see MBUMU get a lot of at least assist or a goal. So do look out for at least a Tooney or MBUMU. One of them is a must in your team, people. And Danny Ings. His FPL price is 7, and this season in 2 games, he has had 1 goal and 0 assist. Last year, he had a goal assist contribution of 13 with 7 goals and 6 assists in 30 games. And his 3 fixtures at the moment look fixtures where I can see him at least score 2 goals. So do look out for Danny Ings as well. Now going to Tarkowski, and people are going to say, what the hell? But people, this could be a good pick. His previous game was against Villa, so he had no clean sheet. And Everton so far have not done well. But people, if you see the next fixture list, Nottingham Forest home, Brentford away, Leeds away. This is a tasty fixture list where Everton just might keep at least 2 clean sheets. Along with that, Tarkowski is a very, very cheap defender for just 4.5 million and can even score you some headers from the corner kick as well. He is a good choice at free and cheap price to go for this week, especially Nottingham Forest at Goodison Park. I see Everton win that game 2-0. Bar that, everyone has their own opinion, and I'm not saying anyone to do things that I'm saying you to do. And now going to Antonio. And Antonio this season has underperformed, no goals, no assists. But last season in 30 matches, he gave you 10 goals and 8 assists. And his next three fixtures are very, very tasty. Brighton home, Villa away, and Tottenham at home, where he usually plays very, very well. So do look it out for that. And I do see Antonio score at least 2 goals in the 3 games if he plays them. And I'm not picking CR7 till September 1 if he stays is there. Yeah, I agree. It's better to stay away from him at the moment until the transfer window is resolved. And now going to some cheap picks in all honesty now in big way. Welbeck is a choice to go because Brighton have got some good fixture lists. Mitrovic for 6.6. Rondon for 5 because Everton have got Brentford, Nottingham Forest home and Leeds away. So good chance for Rondon to get some goals. Che Adams, Martinelli because Arsenal have a very good fixture list in form of Bournemouth, Fulham and Villa. And Harvey Elliott is a good choice as well because Liverpool midfield is struggling right now and Harvey Elliott can contribute an assist as well. Gordon is a good choice. McNeil is a good choice from Everton. Podence can score a goal. Koulibaly at the defense is a good choice. And Cody and Walker Peters because Walker Peters is a very, very attacking right wing back. So people, this was a video for you all today. I discussed on the Premier League Game Week 3. I also give my FPL advices to you. People watching, it doesn't take much. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Please support the channel. Waking midnight for you for the content. And I love it. And just one subscribe only motivates me to do more and more better for you guys. So much thank you people who have tuned in. Love you all. Thank you all. Hope you have a great day. Thank you so much.